Thank you very much, Brad. In bowl games, usually there's a player I refer to as a wild card player, and you find him on special teams. So for Miami, it's number 4, Devin Hester. He's returned 6 punts for touchdowns. He's played some at wide receiver, but he's only made 3 catches. We expect to see him more all over the offensive unit, kind of in a junior Reggie Bush role.
We just saw Quadrant Hill. And now a toss to Devin Hester, who Swanee talked about, coming out of the tailback spot. So there's the wild card. He might not have been in our lineups, but as Swanee told you, we'll see him all over the field tonight. And on his first play, he goes for 9 yards. Defensively, Hester stays in there, tailback. Here's the toss to him. Looking for a blocker. And down he goes for a loss of 4. Nice job defensively by LSU. It's no surprise to LSU that they're going to see Devin Hester all over the field tonight. It has not been a secret kept by anybody because Larry Coker has said he's going to be our offensive guy now. We're going to showcase him in the Chick-Fil-A Peach Bowl, and then we'll showcase him next year maybe.
What did he say? We got a present, a Christmas present under the tree.
Yeah.
Devin Hester comes over to the offense. 3 plays. Devin Hester's been in on 2 of them.
And you saw Bo Pelini, the defensive coordinator of the Tigers, pacing the LSU sideline. 3rd down and 5 for the Canes on their opening drive. And they were only 34% this year on 3rd down conversions. Kyle Wright in the gun. Blitz coming over the middle to Hester, and he's breaking the tackle, and he's got a 1st down and a bunch more. Devin Hester all the way down to the 26-yard line. Pick up of 24 yards. Well, if they're going to do this all night, we're going to have some fun.
The key here is breaking the tackle of Daniels right there, the strong safety. Hester's 185 pounds, and not only is he quick, but he's a tough young man. Took a tough shot there on the sideline.
Got a 1st down, though, down to the 26-yard line. So both teams with good opening drives. LSU stall. We'll see if Miami's does, or if they can put points on the board. Now it's Hester. Direct snap. Fake the throw. Devin got the corner anyway, and he's going to get another 1st down, and a flag flies in at the end of the play. He picked up 11, and he's probably going to get a bunch more, half the distance to the goal.
It's a direct snap to Hester. The quarterback right was lined up outside. A holding call on the Hurricanes.
So it's going to go against the Canes, not LSU. And Hester trotting to the sideline.
Holding on the offense, number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Darnell Jenkins over there, the wide receiver, trying to get a block for Hester. John Bible, the referee, made the call. This is a Big 12 officiating crew here in Atlanta tonight. So that slows things down. Goes back basically to where Hester was put down the first time at the 26.
Right here on the left side. 8 on 8.
Devin Hester is back deep for Miami.
Ball's gone.
Nice kick, but returnable. Fair catch called for, and Devin thought about taking off and then realized, wait a minute, I just waved my arm up there.
I think he moved a little bit.
Yep. 41-yard punt, no return. You can kick your new,
which was a high compliment to his abilities.
2nd down and 10. And here's Devin Hester again, trying to take it wide. Nice job to stretch it out by Chase Pittman, the junior defensive end. Devin Hester, we talked about the spots that he would touch the ball, and he's had several, including from the tailback spot. He's already caught a pass that was a 1st down and a big gainer. And then as a direct snap, he had a nice gain here, but the holding call negated the 11-yard run on that one. Mr. Everything. 3rd down and 10. See what he does this time.
There he is at the tailback position.
Now he's going to go in motion and empty that backfield with the exception of Kyle Wright in the gun. Wright wants to throw a slip screen to him and almost had it intercepted. And here comes a flag from about 30 yards downfield. Tell you what, that official's got as good an arm as either one of these quarterbacks.
There's no flag on the play.
He was just testing his arm.
Yeah. Turned behind the line of scrimmage.
So there is no penalty. And Miami will have to give it up.
Well, they're going to be all over Hester. The defensive back on that tight side Zenon came up and made the play.
So LSU, there's nothing on the passing hand either, which is always good news.
It's his left hand that he holds it with.
Jackson to kick. Hester and Jenkins are deep. Line drive. Taken at the 4 by Devin Hester. Don't give him any room. Flags are down. Hester's going down the sideline, but this one will come back as well.
Well, we've got two of the most penalized teams in their conferences here tonight. So there's a lot of flags, a lot of laundry coming out.
An LSU player down is Daniel Francis on the special teams down in front of the Miami bench.
Of the BCS, that the number 1 and number 2 teams at the beginning of the year
from the get-go
ended up playing in the BCS championship game, Texas and USC.
So Daniel Francis goes to the sideline, and hopefully he's all right. Will re-kick. Chris Jackson Jr. out of River Ridge, Louisiana, will tee it up. Busy guy is both the punter and place kicker. Fans enjoying themselves in Atlanta. Boy, they shut down Peachtree Street today for a parade, and I didn't know they were going to do that. Kind of hard to get around for the folks that were out there driving in circles trying to get in the middle of town. Didn't work.
You locals shouldn't have had any problems.
All the side streets were cut off, too. I thought I had some shortcuts. I couldn't find them.
Yeah, you were late for the meeting.
Yeah, I know I was.
We almost sent out a posse.
Yeah. Devin Hester back there. Hopes he can get his hands on another one. And he's getting the fans down there in the end zone all riled up. There are a lot of Cane fans in orange and green down there. This one takes a couple of bounces before Hester fields it at the 6. Nowhere to hide this time, it doesn't appear. He's going to get swarmed under at about the 12-yard line. Miami's season, I mentioned, started on Labor Day night against their arch nemesis from Tallahassee. They lost.
Juicing it up a little bit.
There's nothing to lose. That's the good part about a bowl game in this situation. You're not playing for a national championship. And Hester starts at the tailback spot. Here he comes. Off tackle. And he got almost a first down run out of it. The question, I think, arises, Bob, you and Lynn and I and everybody talking about it today. Larry Coker's made it known that this is what he wants to do with Devin Hester next year. He says, I want him to be our Reggie Bush. The question in my mind is, did he wait too long to decide to do that and showcase him in this game? If he plays too well, he might go pro.
Yeah,
Larry, you know what I mean?
Coker doesn't want him to do too well, because if he scores 4 touchdowns and 250 yards, Devin's going to say, hey, I'm ready to go, I'm going. Of course, he may be going anyway, but we don't know that.
Right.
But he's an outstanding talent. There's no question about it.
Just a little bit short of the first down, about the length of the football. All right, Reese, thank you. 10-3 on the kickoff. It's Devin Hester taking it on the hop again at about the 8-yard line. And he is swarmed under again. LSU's got his number right now, especially on kick returns. Derek Beckwith, the freshman, made a stop on the special team.
Well, I like what they've done on their last 2 kickoffs. The first one earlier, they squibbed it down there to mess up the timing. And this one, they kicked over to the corner near the sideline.
Got an injured Tiger out of the shotgun. Right across the middle. He's got Hester, and he's got open field. Devin Hester looking for, what a block! Out to the 44-yard line. Oh, what an earhole job you're going to see on this replay. And it was Darnell Jenkins who was called for holding earlier at wide receiver. Watch the comeback and the crack he gets.
Well, watch Kyle Wright right here. The linebacker's going to be free. Watch as he just avoids, just throws around the linebacker right here. Throws it to the inside. Now watch this.
Oh, that hurts. Both in the coveted Duck Trophy from Aflac. That's something we do on all our ABC broadcasts, and so tonight we have an Aflac trivia question coming up here on ESPN.
And I know you guys.
And this one doesn't count.
And I know you guys didn't tank it this year just because I had one.
No, I like you, but I don't like you that much.
Yeah, but you're going to have to wait till the Sugar Bowl
for the actual trophy.
To get the trophy that rotates, talks, and yours might just fly.
Jackson's kick deep. Hester over the shoulder says, I don't want any part of this one. So Miami will work from its own 20-yard line with just under 5 minutes remaining. And they've got the good news for the Canes, they get the football first, and the good news is they have that number 4. Skylar Green, his counterpart, on the other side. But Devin Hester's played just about every position. We'll see if he can get free on a kick return. They kicked the first one to him, and he had a good return. Illegal block, and since then they've either squibbed it or tried to keep it out of his hands.
Sometimes you can get too wrapped up in doing something special with a player, and the rest of the teammates knew this was going to be going on, so they may have been just sitting back and watching.
And then you got Chris Jackson who says, I don't care who's back there, they're not going to touch it, I'm going to kick it deep. And he did, so Miami will have to work from its own 20-yard line. Miami, they're shocking them right now, 27-3. Chris Jackson to kick. Hester not going to have a shot at this one either. Miami's been starting at their 20 or worse for quite a while now. You can kick off your New Year's Eve with the beating a team that came in ranked above you, 34-3. Jackson's been a busy kicker. And he's kept it out of Hester and company's hands for the most part in the ball game. This time they will return it from the goal line. Devin broke one tackle, but then he gets taken out of bounds almost by his own guys over there on the far side of the field at about the 25-yard line. So a little better field position than they've had, but Miami has been at its own 20 or worse most of this half and most of the second quarter. And now
they're going to have to do that again here Monday night.
A second down here for the Canes. They'll toss it. Trying to get it wide, and Hester gets what he can. They've done a lot of that with Devin Hester tonight. Bob and I talked about when you try to showcase a player and say, you know what, you're going to be our Reggie Bush in this game and all next year. And I think sometimes you get away from what you do well, and that might be part of Miami's problem tonight.
Well, and I think a lot of times happens in bowl games as well. You may almost try to do too much instead of doing what you do well throughout the season. I think there's a tendency, not that Miami's trying to do that, but nonetheless, we've had to really make sure we guard ourselves about adding too many plays, especially with a young team.
Well, you don't talk X's and O's. Just what these kids had to go through. He said basically before and after every practice, we had to kind of take a look at things, who it was affecting on the team, what family members it was affecting.
He's a nice guy, and he doesn't like to make changes, but the offense is too good. I mean, to not score many points. The offense is too good not to score more than 10 points against Georgia Tech a couple of weeks ago. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games. He brought in Pete Garcia, who was with Butch Davis at Miami, and then he was at Cleveland.
Hester can't field that one either.
He took names and numbers, and he got him back. It didn't take him long.
Always get the second guy. Devin Hester behind him. That's at about the 18-yard line. He's awaiting the punt. It's been a long time since Chris Jackson had to punt. And they're still not going to punt. Fake punt again, end around. And he didn't get the first down. Devin Hester on the toss. And while this was fun to watch early and it seemed to work, it's not working anymore.
Yeah. They won the, what, they won 5 of their last 6 or something like that.
Hester goes down. Nice open field tackle by Beckwith, who's not hot then.